Good afternoon. This is a demonic biomechanical piece. That's still in progress. I had trouble sleeping last night. I didn't record the videos of me coloring in the black on Popeye. It's because I felt that it was just filling in the black, which is somewhat simple. But I stayed up doing it. So I still feel like drawing, probably yawning more than usual. Sometimes I feel more effective when I stay up late and draw when I feel that I have to, because I don't know if it's easier for me to be creative that way, or to see where I'm going. And I like checking the news and going online before I start drawing, or after, during breakfast, so I can make sure. Wow, make sure World War III hasn't started yet. Us humans we're unpredictable like that. It is interesting to see headlines of violence. I think most people, especially men, have a limit or a trigger point in us that will make us turn violent, or at the least fight back. And I see different things of race recently. I believe mankind over 200,000 years ago, we first came out of what is now known today as Ethiopia. That was our cradle of life. So technically we're all Africans, technically. and different ancestors of ours went to different places around the world to live. I forget how many thousands of years ago mankind was almost wiped out by the elements. I think we were down to our last 50,000 humans. I think Richard Dawkins spoke about that. But that's interesting. Now, what the hell does that have to do with this drawing? Well, when I see stuff like that, or hear, read up on history, it's enlightening to have a perspective of how young we are, to a little over around quarter million years. And even with so many religions created by man and so many constitutions being written, we still find some way to create wars and other acts of violence on other people. I don't know what that is, but it's stuff like that that makes you want to create stuff like this, because the moment I start drawing only The Little Mermaid or Aladdin, or only Frozen characters saying, this is all that there is in the universe, put your attention on that. It is possible that you could be in your little fairyland, and then some asshole's waiting around the corner, waiting to mug you, take your shit, punch you in the nose, take your iPhone. If you're a chick, well, do something real nasty to you. In my lifetime, I've helped stop people from getting hurt. And I think I was able to do so because the damn victims were living in La La Land. They weren't in their world. The robber did not exist that was coming up on them. The crackhead with a knife was not a threat. And for people that know me personally, I do more talking in these videos than I do in real life. I do believe that there are blow my nose. There are people that speak too much nonsense. They only open their mouths for the sake of getting some attention, not to share insight. Now, I would not want you to become as jaded or lessen your optimism when I share stuff like this with you, especially if you live in a real community. But I will tell you that should your art career, or should you find yourself on the road in other places, just take into consideration the possibility that there's always a bad guy out there. I know it sucks to start living in a paranoid state, but it's a possibility, it's a probability. So and I think that's what I believe that's what this shrine is. It's a pays tribute to mankind's unpredictable subconscious or underlying dark X factor. Even if you believe nothing will ever happen to you, if you strongly believe that, I recommend you stop doing that. History is, the more history you read or learn about, you'll see that there are many people who thought that they were invincible, that they were above being touched, above criticism. So that's more. Those are some of the words that are attached to my drawings. Now, if you're good at drawing if you're great at drawing children's books and simply focusing on the warm and fuzzy side of living, keep doing that, because we do need stories and examples that will remind others that there is a better way out there. I'm almost done with this one. Let's see. My name on Facebook.